Schools are really complex places to work in.
I guess concerning is the fact that there's been growing evidence of what principals have to deal with for a number of years, and it continues to increase. It's not uncommon for principals to feel like they're bullied directly or indirectly by staff.
I think as principals and teachers, school leaders, we go into conversations knowing that they're going to be difficult. We try and preempt the often negative response that we're going to get from our colleagues when we've got to discuss with them something that we know is going to be uncomfortable for them.
There's lots of pressures on teachers. We've got changes of governments, we've got Australian curriculum expectations, you've got parental expectations.
How can we sort of focus on the way that we're treating each other rather than the content that we're actually talking about? If the way that we were challenging each other wasn't polite, I thought it was just a sign of passion or of some type of belief.
So I'm Andrew Ballin. I'm from Ayr State High School. I'm actually Head of Student Services here.
My name's Darren McGregor and I'm the Secondary Principal at Woodcrest State College.
My name is Louise Wilkinson. I'm the principal of Heatley Primary School here in Townsville.
My name's Ross Jardine. I am the principal of a lovely school called Toogoolawah State High School in the Brisbane Valley.
My name's Shelley Lucas. I'm principal of Woodhill State School.
My name's Justin Cumro. I'm the principal at Badesett State School. I've been here for about 4 years, and when I got here was lucky enough to be involved with Class Act.
Class Act.
Class Act.
Class Act program.
Class Act.
We've had Class Act for about 3 years. We've done a refresher again this year, and it's quite a different experience to professional development that we've encountered previously, predominantly in terms of the way that it has changed the culture of our school. And I guess that's what took me most by surprise when Leanne said, you know, Class Act is going to take you an hour to 90 minutes. My response was the same as I guess you get a lot. What am I going to do in an hour that is going to be meaningful, you know, next week, let alone next year? It embedded itself. It became something that became part of the values of the way that we operate together. And I can honestly say I don't think I've ever met another, you know, type of PD that in an hour and a half delivers ongoing results 2 years later that you can measure. I don't know what other PD that is.
Previously I was a deputy principal and acting principal at another metropolitan high school, not too far from here. I think the thing that really attracted us about Coaching Co, there was a couple of things. The services that they offered and also the team. The team we saw consisted of a group of highly capable women who hadn't only worked in education but had worked outside of education.
Class Act is what you make it, and the thing that sold me in particular to even entertain the idea of engaging in this process is the very nub of what I think Class Act means, stands for, and it's the manner, not the matter.
The manner over matter.
And it's given them some tips, strategies to positively front end those conversations, which means there's actually no choice for the people involved in that conversation other than to engage in a positive, friendly, happy manner.
My advice to deputies and principals considering introducing Class Act would be to talk to the team there. I found the conversations quite enlightening before we actually chose to go down the path.
I haven't known of another avenue like this that's been offered certainly within the system, but alongside the system.
I would encourage you to do this program and definitely look into it, but do it well. Do all of the parts of it and you'll have your staff on board for it.
Just watching that transformation, you had people who had previously been incredibly negative about every new agenda now suddenly being, you know, people who were open to things, and that for me is, yeah, I don't know what that's worth, but it's worth 90 minutes, that's for sure.